bland. I mean, I like it. I like
What's good, everyone? How you guys doing?
Fantastic, man. It's a beautiful Saturday.
It is. Wow. What's up, Mike? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Vance and John?
Nothing much. Just got the party started, so you came in at perfect timing.
You must have snuck in during the intro.
I did.
Slid right in.
5 o'clock.
Very
A little late.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So how you fellas doing today?
I'm not too shabby, bro. It's Saturday, you know. It's a day of just chillaxing. Getting the snakes organized. Getting the snakes organized.
Right.
I actually need to pay some attention to this fucking snake room. Gross.
Yeah, I've just been paying attention to my third clutch. I had one of my pieds. One of the eggs wasn't looking so great, so I washed some of the yolk out of there and rehydrated the egg and then set it back in the incubator. I do see a little bit of movement, but not much, so I'm hoping for the best. We'll see what happens there.
Heck yeah.
These are how many days after cutting, Mark?
I believe I cut on Thursday, so.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple days.
Just a couple. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Nice.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Seems to be some of that going on lately. Stuff sitting in the eggs and not doing what it's supposed to or what we think it should, right? So.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Drying out a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of. Some are absorbing the yolk real well, and then some are just,
not. That's
not.
Yeah, some are coming right out of it.
We were talking about that backstage. That's kind of where I'm at with this clutch. They just don't want to absorb. So, drastic measures. I'm about to start making some ASF Slurpees and sticking it down their throat.
Sounds silly, man, but honestly, I don't know when that section of their digestion and stuff kicks in. Is that cool to do early like that? I don't know much about the biology of when they swap from that yolk to actually taking something, internal.
This is as soon as I see them off of, separated from the yolk, that means they're on their own. So, okay. I mean, you can't get much more of a switch than that. That's now granted, the thing is that they absorb so much of the yolk and so much of the embryonic fluid in the egg that's the whole reason why they don't eat for you for 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
So, these snakes just look downright emaciated. Like they haven't absorbed, what they need to. So, I did just what you did, Mark, and I, rehydrated with a little bit of water, put a little bit of water in each one of the eggs, then put water in the tub, put them back in the incubator. And I mean, I'm looking at them now, they're kind of moving around, but they're still real sluggish. I just don't think they're out of the woods yet. Like I said, I'm going to help them out as much as I can. We'll grab a handful of ASF pinkies and a little bit of yogurt, a little bit of water, make a really cool milkshake, and give it hell. Let's go.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So you're gonna feed them the ASFs and the yogurt at the same time? Put it as a mix.
I'm gonna put like maybe a half a teaspoon of the yogurt, maybe 4 or 5 ASFs, a little bit of water, because all 3 of those, they need the water, they need the nutrition, they need the protein, and then where the yogurt comes in, They need those enzymes. You know,
Right.
they need that bacteria in their gut. So I personally don't think, you know, it's going to hurt them. Now, if you see me come on one of the RWO chats says I killed them all, fuck it, and you know it didn't work out.
Right. Yeah, I've never heard of anybody like trying it, so I'm kind of curious. Yeah, if it helps them out, that's awesome.
I don't see, honestly, where it could go wrong. I mean, I'm not saying it can't, but I mean, it's true. I mean, if you think about it, once they're off of detached from that egg, there's no more, they're not getting fed. They're on their own at that point.
Yeah,
they're just getting like a good amount of food from that egg because they're babies and they got to try to have some type of fighting chance, right? 3-4 weeks to find something before they die. So, I mean, right there at that point, it's a perfect time to sit there and give it to them. I mean,
yeah, I think I heard it once before. Somebody was
as small and skinny as these snakes are. I mean, this is going to be one of the times where, you know, it's going to be sooner than later. Like as soon as I've got one that's detached, you know, from the yolk, and the other 5. One of them's come out of the egg, but he's not attached, and the other 4 are still, you know, just playing peekaboo. But you know, like I said, you know, I'm all of them are going to get emergency treatments.
Right.
All of them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Who was it in the chat?
Oh no, go ahead, Mike.
No, there was someone in the chats that does smoothies. Was that Brave that does that?
Oh, Brave, yeah.
Yeah.
He's always drinking the smoothies.
ASF smoothie.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think he's drinking the ASF smoothies.
Yeah.
I just noticed.
I'm sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just actually saying we actually got Big Mike, first one in the chats.
Double dipping.
Yep.
Sliding in the intro.
Mr. Duval. We got Dickie. What's up, Dickie? Hope all is well. Thanks for coming out. Still got that cool logo going, man, that Ken did for you. It's pretty neat.
Dig that. Yeah, that's nice, man. You want me to shuffle these so you ain't got to touch on your phone?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll rifle through them. Got the head honcho himself in here.
Yep. Double dipping. Guy's a dickhead.
Fuck that guy. You got the big homies breakdown too.
Yeah, we were just on the show with him and Mike the other day. Great guy. In fact, you have to check out the replay on that.
Absolutely. Then we got Mr. Smoothie.
Yep, Mr. Smoothie himself.
Smoothie. Yeah.
Mike was just talking about that.
What's up, Brave?
It's always awesome. Braves always let me know when they got the free smoothies or slushies. Like they had 7-Eleven, the free slushy day or whatever the other day over there. So
yeah,
nice.
What up, Dustin?
Yeah, I always miss the good stuff. I always miss like donut day and smoothie day.
Right.
Like what the fuck, people? Let me know these things. I need to get a memo. I like donuts too.
Exactly. I'm the same way, Pat. I always like, and the thing is, I know about it. I'll see on the damn news, it's donut day. Do I make it? Fuck no. Smoothie day, slushy day? Nope, not there.
Right,
listen, I feel lucky just to catch the hot donut sign on at Krispy Kreme. I walk out of there like I hit the lottery.
I had a nice Bismarck donut this morning.
What's up, Kat? Hope all is well.
Hey, Kat.
In fact,
Kat's Bismarck.
Hey, Mike, isn't Kat going to be on your guys' show? Or?
Yep, I have her for, I believe, the 27th of September.
27th? Okay.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys check that out. I want to say there's another one popping up, too. I could be wrong.
Nice.
Oh, she does spiders?
Yep. Got the tarantulas and all that. Some pretty cool ones, too.
Nice.
In fact, I might have to, hopefully, I might have to talk to her maybe about like a blue bottle, those green-blue bottle tarantulas.
I think she does those Goliath bird eaters, too.
Oh, the big old bird eaters?
I believe so.
Those are sick. I like those.
Spider, if I was to get a spider, it would be a bird eater.
What's up, Sammy?
Hey, what's up, Sammy?
Sammy was out at Gettysburg this weekend.
I hope you had fun out there, Sammy.
Yeah.
Be safe.
I saw something in the chats where he said he did really, really well today. So hats off to him.
Nice.
Yeah, had a terrific day of sales. It looks like ton of
That's
fun.
right. Don't forget about the little people, buddy.
Right.
What up,
That
Nick?
old Nick Head.
Yep, Nick Head in the building.
Hey,
Make
what's up,
sure
Nick?
you guys go check out Nick today too with Sipping on Serpents. He'll be going on at 7:30 Central. So
Hell yeah.
actually, it might even
Wheels
be
on the Fat
7.
Man bus.
Shauna, what's up?
I think it's 7:30, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I think it's
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah, and 8 Eastern, 8:30 Eastern.
Couldn't remember if it was 7 or 7:30, but I think it was 7:30. But if you guys know,
Yeah, 7:30 Central. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
their show right
7:30
here
Central.
while we're doing our show at 8.
Nice. It's got batter up. Good to see Aaron Klein in here too.
What's up, Aaron?
what's up, Aaron? How are you doing?
How's it going here?
Hope all is well.
Jose, can you see?
What up, Jose?
And Mike says,
Jose,
hell no. I
Jose,
can't.
Jose. What'd you say, John?
I said, and Mike says, hell no, I can't. Jose, can you see? Oh, we'll let it go. That was a bad dad joke. What we got here? We got Greg too. Thought he might be sitting in with us today.
What's up, Greg?
There's still time, Greg. There's still time. You can sneak in.
Yep. Come on, Greg. Come over to the dead side.
Just
Right?
make sure you get off that dial up.
Right.
Last time I was on the show, he had such a horrible time with his connection.
Yep.
Sometimes, yeah.
What up?
Spotty, yep.
What's up, Kurtwood?
What's up, Kurt?
For those of you that don't know, me and Kurt's going to be doing a podcast too here and there. So that's like kind of in the making. We're not exactly sure, but I think it's going to be like every 10 weeks or possibly even if somebody cancels out on the Sipping with Serpent show. So like roughly every 10 weeks, you're going to see me and Kurt over there hosting on the Sipping with Serpents. And it's going to be somebody from the RWO Insiders. That's actually a RWO member, and then there's going to be somebody that's in the RWO chat. So you'll get to see one-on-one. You'll see two people, and me and Kurt over there talking with them and finding shit out. So it's going to be a good time, man. It's going to be awesome.
Nice. That'll be fun, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I can't wait for that. Me
We
and
got
Kurt.
Ken.
Ken, what's up, brother? Hope all is well.
It's always
Sean,
good
how's that snake
on
doing?
our video shows.
See if we can find that response for you here, Pat. But we got Mitzi too.
What up, Mitzi? Hope all is well. Thanks for coming out.
I'm scrolling
Big
down
supporter.
through a lot of.
Ken, these hatchings are starting to look really good. Look at the insider chat. I posted a video, but like we were just discussing, I really don't think that they're out of the woods yet. But I will say they look a lot better. Yogurt is working, but I also had to rehydrate all the eggs and stand on my head, burn some incense, pray to the odd gods,
Right.
Walk some sage around, swing the sage around, and do some smudging quick.
Yep.
Yeah. I just want to shout out, he ain't out there yet, but for keeping me hydrated in proper fashion today, Mission Morphs, little can cooler there. So
nice.
Daytona pickup. Appreciate you, John. Chance. They'll be out there eventually.
In fact, shout out to John at Mission Morris. I got a shirt in from him the other day and a sticker. So, in fact, I got it. I got to get my shirt washed. I wore it. So,
We're gonna make this the shirt circle. Is that what we're trying to do here?
the what?
The shirt circle. Tell everybody who you got.
Oh, this actually is from Tyson.
That's badass. That's a nice version.
The one that Tyson made, the one of one. So, yeah.
All
I was
slimed
gonna
out.
wear. I was gonna wear Mission Morphs today. I just didn't get my shirt washed in time. So, but I did wear it the other day. In fact, I still got to take a picture with it and post it and everything. Don't mind me. I'm kind of Chinese eyes right now.
Green tea,
It's
baby.
all good. Who do we got, Pat?
I got my custom Generation X shirt, established in 1977.
I like that.
We're working like crazy to support the lazy.
I
Heck
like
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm talking about.
Very nice. Very nice. Mark, what are we rocking today, man?
Dirty hands, clean money. I love it.
Dang. Okay. Be easy.
Rocking the James Be Easy shirt.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Good deal. And I still got, what did I leave up there, guys? I got Mitzi hanging out. Sorry about that. We'll take her down so she doesn't feel like she's being highlighted or spotlighted. I want to put her on the spot. We got Mike. What do you got? US Arc today?
Yeah, I got
Heck
US
yeah.
art. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Heck
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely, man.
Got to support US art.
Yeah, we actually have Vanessa. We're talking to her later.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right.
At 8 o'clock
Badass.
Eastern.
That's going to be cool. Can't wait to check out that episode also. It's going to be a nice
We
one.
got Tommy.
Hey, what's
Thought
up,
I
Tom?
could
Yeah,
echoes.
got
I'm backwards
Tommy.
as fuck here. I can't turn this thing straight. There we go.
Here,
Badass logo.
I'm going to... There we go. I got you, John.
Dude, I love
Heck
this
yeah.
shit.
Shout
You
out
can
to
tell
Tommy.
it's wrinkly because I wear it all the time.
You know, it pisses me off, John. I sit here and wash and dry my shit, my clothes, and fucking sometimes they're still coming out wrinkled. I'm like, dude, I just washed it. I look like I've been wearing this shit for a week or something. Like,
Right.
I almost didn't even want to. So I got a new shirt in last week, a Thunderdome shirt. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's pretty badass. It's got that Thunderdome logo right there, that green one on it on the front, and then on the sleeve right here, it's got the blue zombie morphs logo, but it's
Okay.
just the zombie and the snake and the lettering. It's not the cabin or any of the grass or any of that. And then on the back, it's got something on the back, but I don't even remember what the hell it is right now. I
Just a
smoked too
murder
much, but-
scene or something.
yeah, something. Oh, that's what it was. It's got the words Thunderdome on the back, but it's got it in like some crazy, like creepy monster writing. And then it's like blue slime that comes
Oh,
way
man.
down. Like it's pretty sick.
Nice.
It's nice looking.
Goosebump style.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, you know what? I should go get it and show it. It's pretty badass. But I think I was getting at a point. I don't even remember what it was now. I forget.
Well, I definitely this week I did Pat's motto over there. Worked like crazy because I'm fucking lazy and came up with 0 topics for today. So I don't know what's on the damn menu. For the show
Actually,
today.
I don't know if you've seen it lately, John. We've been doing like I haven't got, so I don't have a top 15 again today. I'm gonna try to have one next week. I just been lagging, but for like the past 3-4 weeks, I've got like a kind of a questionnaire type thing. There's like 3 different questions that I'll throw up, and it's like a lot of it. I have a few different types, but a lot of it is off of like say guns or something. It'll be like, what type of gun would you use in this situation? And it'll have like 4 different questions. So I've got 3 for this week. But there was something like I was going to mention. Did you guys see that the other day where that dude, he got a sunset something. I can't remember what it was, but it was sunset, a visual sunset. And
It's a leopard sunset, pastel leopard sunset. That's
the emaciated.
yeah, that's
Oh, you're
Dave.
talking about,
Yeah,
Dave. You got a pastel sunset head hypo.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. I thought it was hypo. I wasn't sure. Yeah.
Yeah, head hypo.
4
Yeah,
months
that's
old
it.
and it's 80 grams, or 6
Yeah.
months old and it's 80 grams. I'd be knocking on a door.
And
Right?
like,
With a
in
bat.
fact, it reminds me of what Pat was saying, like how Pat's snake separated and he had to put that water in there to help him. Like, that's just from them, you know what I mean? Just from an egg issue. Like, his snakes are actually looking like that, and this motherfucker's had them for a hot minute. You know what I mean? Like, dude.
Yeah, he didn't even produce that. He got it from Brad Boa at Tinley.
Jesus.
supposedly.
Yeah, the
80.
guy shipped it to him, and he opened it up, and that snake was like, it was pretty horrible, man. You could
Plus,
just,
he said it was covered in mites.
Yeah.
Like,
He said he didn't
bad.
notice it until it shed, and then it's when he seen them all. It's so bad.
Yeah. Anyway, that's unacceptable.
Dude, when we're setting up hatchlings, we've had them at 92, 94. A hatchling that hasn't even eaten yet at 92.
Yeah.
An 80 gram at how many months? That's wild, bro.
yep.
Okay, I don't even understand that.
I have hatchlings that are 100 grams when they come out, 80 grams. when they come out.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Crazy.
Lord.
These
Yeah, I can't
these hatchlings that I got right now that are giving me problems, they're the smallest snakes I've ever hatched. I wouldn't be surprised if they're, 30, 40 grams a piece.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, really tiny. Okay.
Yeah, they're small.
Gotcha.
I think my smallest one I had was like, I want to say she was like 42, 45 grams, something like that. Like that was my smallest one that, so far.
It's small.
Yeah, that was pretty small. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what my biggest ones were. I don't even want to say.
Yeah,
I want
I
to say
think
maybe
ours were
60, 80 grams. Like,
yeah, like that upper 80s, low 90s. I know we've recorded a couple
Yeah.
92s, you know what I mean?
yeah, you know what? I had even a few. I think I did have one that was 103. I think 103 was my biggest. I'd have to go back and look.
That's a healthy baby.
That's a big hatchling.
Yogurt.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a healthy baby.
they were
been
pretty
eating
good
that,
solid eggs.
Pat yogurt. He had a straw going in through the shell. He's just sipping down that yogurt.
But
Green
I
tea
think
fertilizer.
We're gonna
No.
make some ASF flavored yogurt here in a little while.
Right? That's funny.
don't mind me if the blender's going.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So yeah, that's wild, man. I can't imagine how that thing sustains. And like we say, if it's hatching at, just say it's half that, 40 grams, give it a small baby right out of the egg. How does that maintain for that long at that
But
weight?
that's maintenance feeding at best. That's
I
all
bet.
that is.
If
That's-
anything,
that's
yeah.
keeping
If
the
they'd even
animal
do it after
alive.
Brad Boa let it go, right?
Well, that's all that's doing is just
You're just barely keeping that
the
thing
animal
alive.
It's not
Exactly.
thriving, it's suffering and it's starving.
Yeah.
Correct.
That thing's got to be so weak that it can't even hardly move. Like when he showed that video too, that snake just like barely, like it was right there by the snake bag that he pulled it out of, and it just
Crawled
climbed
right back
crawled
into the
right back
bag.
in there. Like it was just trying to get back. Like leave me alone. I'm hearing that's about it. Like I don't know,
that
man.
shit's sad.
Yeah, he posted an updated video today, I believe. Of it. Both of them's here in Michigan, both of them.
It was yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay.
Yeah, because I watched it last night and it was like 2 hours old.
Okay.
But I love how he was like, you keep poking the fucking bear, and
Yep.
this is what happens. I don't want to say his name, but guess what? I warned you. And he let it go. I was like, man, throw his ass under the bus.
Yeah.
I would. I'd have no problem saying that shit, man. Like if you're gonna send me,
husbandry has absolutely no place in a community. And I mean, like you need to have your animals taken away from you.
Right.
exactly. Like it's gonna piss me off more that I spent $2,500 or whatever I spent $5,000 on that snake. But it doesn't matter if it's a $50 or $25 snake. Like you don't need to be having snakes, man. If you can't sit there and keep up on it. It doesn't matter what gene, I don't care if it's just a pastel or a normal or whatever. You need to be taking care of that snake, feeding it, watering it, and doing everything that you can with it to sit there and do that shit.
If
And
an animal is not thriving, I don't give a shit if it's just all food, if it has mites, if it has, scale rot, canker mouth. I don't care what the condition of that animal is. When I see something that's abnormal, that snake comes off the market immediately.
Absolutely.
Immediately. I'm not even giving it to someone as a pet.
What up,
What's
everyone?
up, Ken?
Hey, what's up,
I just
Ken?
wanted to stop in real quick. I'm a little busy today and I got some things going on, but I put it out there, so I wanted to make my correction. I reached out to US Arc because someone had asked me, I think it was Josh from Having a Ball, asked me to get the article that they put out about not cutting hatchlings on a live. And I reached out to US Arc, and US Arc said that they did not release that. That wasn't them at all. So someone posted that on Instagram under the US Arc letterhead somehow,
So PETA did that shit.
saying that it wasn't cool to cut eggs because it was being used against them in courts here. That is all bullshit. So
Okay.
they're saying, no, we never even said anything about that whatsoever. So I just wanted to kind of pop on here and set it straight. And I'm going to be like
Awesome.
talking about it for like the next, week or two, just to make sure that everybody that heard me say that know that, I was misled. It was something that I know it was under a US Art tag, and I wish I could find it. But after speaking to US Arc, I kind of feel like it was one of them things put out there to slow the process of other people, the progress of other people down. And there is a lot of that information out there, and you just really got to be weary of what what you do and what you don't do. Make sure you ask, double ask, triple ask, just like, my biggest pet peeve about what's put out there of the way you should breed is it's known, like in our community, that 1,500 grams is like the proper weight to start breeding females. And I also think that's a bullshit statement put out there to slow people up. I've bred them at 900, and I did not like the way that they looked. I think 900's a little low, but I've bred at like 1,000 to 1,100, like in between that mark, like grams, and they've come out looking fine. The eggs were, 80-gram babies. The female didn't look undernourished at all after she laid. So there is a fine line, but I think 1,500 grams is a little far. And there's more out there too, but these are the things that I'm going to be speaking on within the next month or two. The more I see, the more I'm going to put out there about what I feel. Just in my opinion now, there's no set way to do this. If you want to wait to 1,500 grams, by all means, wait to 1,500 grams. I start breeding when they're showing good signs of over 1,000. When they're like 1,050, I'll start breeding.
Yep.
But,
yeah, and I do think that some of that came from, pre-ultrasound times too. Like when you don't have something like a clear follicle to go by from an ultrasound, you're basically guessing. So I think some of the early people are just saying, hey, look, this is about when our successful pairings went. This is when the female did well. This is when we had good, healthy eggs. And they kind of just put the general rule of thumb out there. I don't think anyone really set a hard number there. I think if you're ultrasounding and this girl's at 1,000 grams and she's sitting at 18 millimeter follicles, pair her up. I mean, unless she's 8 months old or something wonky, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'd use age a little bit there too to factor in. But yeah, with the ultrasounding, it's really kind of silly to say if they're growing follicles and they're sitting up there in the upper teens, they're ready to reproduce. They're doing that themselves. We're not propagating that. You know what I mean? It's like, I think you could kind of look at it differently, I guess, is what I'm saying now with the ultrasound and the ability to see that happening instead of guessing by a weight and age. You know what I mean?
is there a scale out there in the wild to weigh these things? No.
No, that's it.
And I'm
Right.
sure that these things breed before 1,500 grams in the wild. And, they're slower growing in the wild. There's no way that a year snake, has gotten fed as much as we feed them, in a year, at least 52 meals because, under 500 grams I feed weekly. There's no way in the wild a year-old snake got 52 meals.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, not
So,
likely unless it's got that perfect spot, man.
There's just one or
snake in the
two
world.
that luck out and can maybe be in that right spot that they're getting
Right.
some. But yeah,
Sitting
for the
right on a
average
big
one,
rat nest.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I just wanted to pop on and put that out there about the egg cutting, and to anybody that followed that, like even me, I know Sammy has, I know Mark has, I know Will has, like a couple people in the RWO, I feel like just a dumbass for not checking my facts first. But yeah, like now that I went back and checked it, I'm totally, going and telling everyone that feel free to cut your eggs. That was something that was put out there by some douchebag that wanted to gain advantage somehow, I guess. I don't know. That's the best way I could put it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, Ken. It's good to know because it's like, I know everybody likes to show off their egg cuttings, man. There's nothing wrong with it. And at the same time, people aren't doing this. It's not like people are just like, oh, I want to go open this up just to see what's in there. No, you actually want to see at the same time if your snake is okay and everything. You know what I mean? Things do happen in life. But it's like,
cut 'em too early.
Huh?
Just don't cut them too early.
Yeah, don't cut them too early.
Don't be a me. Well, there was reasons that I cut earlier this year than normal because the eggs were sunken in. I had a couple times where my thermostat went up to like 93 degrees, and I had like no idea how long it was there. I just knew when I seen it, I addressed it and took care of it and got it cooled back down. But at day 46 and day 47, that I cut this year, those eggs were sunk in, and they were mighty damn dry. And the old KG trick of putting water, because that's who told me to put water in the eggs, like warm water. And KG from Bomb Projects, like, you cut your eggs, they're a little dry, add a little water in it. And all my hatchlings are doing fine.
Nice.
I didn't lose any.
Yeah, for sure.
But don't do that. That's just patience. I mean, there was kind of a method and a reason for it, but in normal circumstances, do not cut until at least day 55.
Right.
Really, bro?
But all right, guys, I got shit to do. I'll be listening. I'll be in the chats.
All right, brother. Enjoy. Have a good time. Thanks for popping on.
Yeah, I just wanted to pop on and put that out there. Like,
Heck yeah.
I didn't fact check that. I took it to USR, put that out there, and it wasn't USR. So my bad. And, I'll own up to what I said and say it was a false statement and, carry on.
Well, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? I mean, if they put it out there and there's going to be issues, why sit here and cut shit that's going to be bad for the hobby? I mean,
right.
I'm just glad I think it was Josh from Having a Ball. He asked me to see the article when I looked for it, and I looked for it for like 2 or 3 days and couldn't find it. So then I decided to reach out to USARC and ask them if they had any kind of write-up or the post that they post. And that's when they said, no, we didn't post anything like that. So I was like, well, shit. All right.
Nice.
I guess I got to go tell people I'm a shithead.
Well, but before you slide out, show us that badass LMK shirt. Hell yeah.
There it is, Nirvana.
Nice.
Yep, and this was the shirt that sold 2 snakes today. I was in the gas station going to get gas, and people that I have sold snakes to before was like, oh, hey, that's a pretty nice shirt. And I started talking to them about what I have, and, well, I sold 2 snakes for $400 today.
Damn.
Now, you
Not a bad day.
do not hesitate to go out into the public and talk about these things. There is more interest in people that say they hate snakes than they really even know. Once they see that these things can be handled and you get them one of these things in their hands, they're amazed by it. They're amazed that they're holding a snake, and then they instantly want one. Now their neighbor wants a snake because she was there too. So I'm like, I got some, hit me up, So I might even sell another snake. So
I bring up my snakes a lot when I'm out and about at places, whether it's the gas station, liquor store, whatever store. Fucking, I'm mentioning it. And You'll be surprised, man, how many people, like you were saying, are actually more into it than not. They're always like, what? Let me see and shit. And like, they're always pretty interested for the most part. And then even wearing your shirt or something, that brings up a topic like, oh, that's a cool shirt. In fact, one guy's like, oh, that's a pretty cool shirt. And I was like, oh, thanks. It's my business shirt. And he's like, well, what do you do? And I was like, well, I'm a snake breeder. And he's like, oh, well, my brother fucking works at a pet store and he's got animals and reptiles. And I'm like, well, shit, here's a business card. Fucking open up that door. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I've done very well just by word of mouth here locally. And I keep kicking myself in the ass for not breeding rats because I could have all that business too. But, you know, maybe one day I'll get that going. But,
Me and you
guys,
both.
I got to get going. My dog's over the
brother.
tapping his
Take it
toes.
easy.
He's ready to go. Later, guys.
Later.
Peace out, Ken.
Well, that's definitely good to know, man. I'm glad that he said that because I was kind of back and forth. Like, I didn't want to do it as far as messing it up for the hobby, but at the same time, man, I was like, you know, I really don't care what PETA thinks. Like, they could kiss my ass. I mean, they don't run the show.
Who?
But,
PETA?
PETA.
That was the original
the guy from
story
the Hunger Games, you know, pretended to be a rock.
Yes, that one. But yeah, that was the original story. And write-up was that PETA had kind of gotten a hold of him and go, look, this ain't right. So USARK put that statement out. And I think that post is what Ken was seeing on Instagram, but apparently somebody just threw it up there with the USARK tag on it, and they never put that out there. So yeah, it was a big complaint thing. So everybody started taking their live cuttings down, or at least putting them in a private library to only members could see it, that kind of a thing. So yeah, when USARK puts something out there, we do our best, right, to kind of follow and at least try to help them out, whether we agree with it or not necessarily. Right. It's just doing everything we can kind of to support them too, but seems really weird to me.
What I've never done is a live egg cutting.
Yeah.
It's always like 3 o'clock in the morning, wife's sleeping, dogs are sleeping, and I get a wild hair up my ass, and I'm like, hey.
Right.
I want to go see those eggs.
Now's the time. Let's go.
Yeah. What better time than now?
Send it.
So that was it. Yeah, I think people were just, you know, not putting them on their public channel. A lot of recorded egg cuttings even. They're just posting them. But
well, shame on that douchebag for posting that on Instagram. I'm sure karma will come back around to that guy, and
oh, he better hope I don't find him.
It is what it is.
It sucks. All the people, though, that did sit there and cut, man, and just, you know what I mean? Because that asshole dude couldn't sit there and show it. Like Mark cut a few times, man. Fucking.
Yeah, I cut 3 clutches so far.
Yep.
Not the end of the world, though. You know.
No, it's not. It is what it is.
So you mean on live, or what do you mean? It's okay to cut your
backstage, or
we did it
not
all
on a live. Yeah.
Oh, Ed, who cares now, right? Like, I'm going to be cutting live. We've done Instagram live egg cuttings right on Instagram, you know, and it's like, you hesitated. I'm not going to now. If we have a nice collection, it's ready to go. I'll cut them. Not going to bother me a bit. And we do wait for that pipper. I mean, that's the one thing we have changed. We didn't used to, but we're seeing a little fluctuation now from, like, it was almost every clutch was 54 days. I mean, consistent, right? Within a day. So we're like, well, at 54, we can cut. Then we had one we cut at 54, and it was several days before they were ready to crawl out. I mean, they were early for sure. So pippers,
it also depends on where they're sitting in your rack, you know?
Right. And I do think every batch of eggs is going to mature just slightly different. I think some of them just take longer. Same temp, same incubator.
I mean, look what I'm going through right now.
We're leaving them, man. Leaving them alone until a head pops out. As soon as we see one, we're going in there, though. Because I don't like the idea that they can't get out, you know.
Exactly. Nick said in the chat he's going to make a USARK post and put his Cash App on there.
What's that?
Nick in the chat said he's going to make a USARK logo and put his Cash App on it.
There you go. Yeah, what is
So
this
whoever
Nick
gets
had?
gross, I hope you get herpes in the mouth.
What do you mean get or continues?
They might already have it.
Right.
Also, don't forget too. Here in a month, we're going to be doing a spin to win. We're going to be. It'll be the 1 year anniversary of the Thunderdome. So,
Nice.
So
you
we
guys
give
have a
away
chance.
stuff?
Yep. I'll put some merch up.
When is
I'm
that?
still waiting.
That's going to be 4 more weeks. So we're on 48 right now. So episode 52.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a quick question. Sorry, Vance, go ahead.
No, go for it, Mike.
One of my eggs is like turning like a yellowish color, and the other ones are kind of like the normal color of white. Does that mean something different, or should I just kind of watch that?
To be honest, I mean, we've seen that like one or two eggs off to the side of ours will kind of almost start to get like I don't want to say yellow, but they almost looks like the shell is starting to get kind of transparent or clear. And they all hatched just fine. Yeah, like a huge window, but it was like the whole shell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my dog. When we went to my friend's house, because everything's at my friend's right now, and she looked at him and said, "Well, one of them's just like a yellowish color, turning yellow." So she told her to put the lid back on it and put it back in there. We'll just kind of watch it.
Yeah, the only time you really got to worry is if it gets really, really nasty. And we've even left those right next to other eggs, and the other eggs were fine. I mean, it doesn't seem to spread, you know.
Try to separate it if you can, if they're touching.
I told her to kind of push it off, like lift it, just move it over just a little bit from the other ones, because that's the Het Sunset to the Het Sunset Het Clown Clutch.
Hey,
nice.
Eggs, so.
Yeah, like you did. I would have just moved it to the side.
Yeah.
Since we're going to give something away, I want everybody, actually, Vance, since this is your show, pick a number between 1 and 10.
3.
3. Okay, you're way off.
Don't repick that number.
It was 8. If you got closer, I was going to give away a female, but now I'm going to give away a male.
Okay, you're way off. It's like, shit.
You're way off.
All right.
I think we're still going to give away a female. Fuck it.
You know what's funny too? I was gonna say 7, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna go with 3.
Yeah. Let's look at what we're gonna give away. Want to see what we're gonna give away in a month?
Heck yeah.
Easy, girl. That's not you. You're a Desert Ghost Het Clown.
You dropped something.
Sounded like a wallet.
No, it was a cigar cutter.
Don't want to break that.
No. All right, so let's make sure. Yeah, this is a girl. We can
Nice.
get her around here. So this is OD Special Het Pied. Stop.
Nice.
Ah, she's pretty, man.
Good looking
I like
snake.
that OD Special.
I do too, John.
I do too. And it sucks I didn't hit the OD Special Pied, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and put that down. That's what we're going to give away in a month.
Right on. Thanks, Pat. I appreciate it. So you guys check that out. You heard what Pat said. You get to see that, get a chance at that beautiful snake.
And
That's
it's
a pretty snake too. I'm jealous.
I know, man. Well, there's another one. I mean, we could, work something out.
Right.
I got
just don't guess so poorly next time.
I know. Go with your first guess, the first answer that you had, right? Fucking.
Right.
Go with
I've got to get some more racks going and shit. I need more room. Like, I am out. In fact, I'm moving my 2 saltwater tanks. They're getting moved out of my reptile room, so that's going to open up to where I could have a couple more racks going in there and shit. So I'm getting out of the saltwater shit for a while, unfortunately, but fortunately, that shit was a headache. So
It is. It's a lot of time and expensive, man, to keep that up.
it is
Yep.
definitely a lot of time and expensive.
I wish you were closer, bro. I got spots. I got spots literally 8-9 miles off the beach here, and they look like aquariums. There's all sorts of tangs, sergeant majors, different wrasse. You know, it sits in about 45, 50 foot of water. But you know, when we were younger, you know, when I had actual balls that just didn't care and didn't worry about big sharks and stuff, we would go and, you know, we had this little thing, you suck up the little fish and sell it to aquarium shops.
Nice.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What up, Justin? What up, Stan? How you guys doing? Yeah, I appreciate it, Pat. That's pretty cool, though. So there's gonna be a snake up and a couple shirts for the spin to win. So make sure you guys come and check that out.
We'll pitch something in too, man. Drop in on your first episode with you, and we're gonna stay here as long as you let us sit here. So we'll bring some stuff to the show.
You guys are here as long as I am. I'm in it for the long road, the long haul, man.
We got
honestly, if I could be, what up, James? I plan on breeding snakes, man, for the next 20, 30 years, as long as I'm here and my body's allowing me to do it, you know.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, until you physically.
My problem is I don't have 20 years, 30 years left.
Oh, knock it off! You got plenty. You got plenty.
I'm gonna be 90 years old trying to pop. You know.
He's still gonna be cooking.
Off. Oh shit.
Ken said next week the RWO, I think it was 104. It's going to be 2 years next week for the RWO.
Yeah. We just hit the 100th anniversary, and so like you said, 104 is coming up. So
that's awesome.
That'll be the 2-year anniversary right there.
So we need to give away another snake.
I don't know if he is or not. He might. That was throwing me off too. Like I was wondering about that. I was like, it's always cool because you have the 100, right? That you want to say it's 100, but at the same time, you want to hit that 2-year part where it's like, but that's 104. So it's like, really, you can do kind of 2 giveaways. I mean, if you wanted.
He says no. We just did a giveaway. He's done with that.
We just did a giveaway. Yeah. Yeah, we just did that one like a month ago.
Oh,
that
was a good one.
It was a pretty big size one. A lot of good stuff. In fact, Mitzi was a big winner. She won like 3 things. Who else was that Mark that won too?
Shauna won a triple het for me, a leopard triple het.
Yeah. Dale the Hogfather won one, and then
But there was somebody else that won like 2 or 3 things, I think.
Oh, we won like 7. We just kept putting them back in there. We're like, we'll take a shirt.
I mean, we were giving stuff away for a good 2.5 hours. There were a lot of winners.
Yeah, Mission Morphs had a couple things.
Mission Morphs, that's who I think it was. Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Sean was like, come on, man. I still need some swag.
I need to get t-shirts.
My closet's not full yet.
That's what I need.
Yes, you do, Pat.
You don't have any t-shirts, Pat?
I don't have t-shirts, stickers. I've been slacking. I wanted to have t-shirts printed and ready to go by Daytona, but
set up a Printify account.
A Printify account.
Yeah,
super easy. It's just print on demand.
It's the best way, man, that I really like. I mean, like that shit, it could be expensive, man. Just from like me going in town, I've went to quite a few places and shit, and like the one place I went to, it was just for it was $35 to $55, but for just the front logo, not the back, was $35, like $35, $37, and it was a vinyl. And it's like really thick and kind of irritating and shit. What up, Derek? But like Printify is pretty cool because they got like the print to contact, So it's just like really soft. You know, it's not that vinyl where it's real thick. The shirts are pretty good price too. I mean, you could set that to kind of wherever you want. But I mean, like I could get me one shirt from Printify that would be a lot cheaper than if I went to like my local place, you know? I mean,
Justin says, hit him up, Pat. He'll help you get set up, man.
We talk every day. He's going to be all right. He knows I'm going to hit him up probably after this show and call him a chooch.
yeah,
Right?
freaking
Exactly.
choocheroni.
Old douche canoe.
Got the dog whining at me, guys. I will be right back.
All right, John.
James, he won 3 things too.
James won 3.
Yeah, he won. I have that pet clown possible sunset that he won 2 from me.
Nice.
I'm waiting on the shed so I can start feeding next week.
Yeah. Go.
But,
Oh,
yeah. When I do the bunny at the mall, the lady that runs the bunny thing, she prints the UV something and the DTF printers. So I get my prints for like $6 a piece on each of those.
Yeah.
And I just buy my shirts at Hobby Lobby and have my wife put them on there with our heat press.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Save money that way.
And that's the thing. There's always like, I'm not saying like you have to go to Printify. Like there's some places you can do certain things that you might find one in your city or something. You know what I mean? That you get a good deal or a certain way, like how you guys do that. Go to Hobby Lobby, because Hobby Lobby is the shit. That's one of my favorite spots to go and buy things like canvas or like different paints and shit, or the airbrush stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they got a lot of cool things that you could get at a super cheap price. Their discounts, like sales.
Yeah, it's like 40% off too.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, because it's been a year or two since I've been there, but like you said, I was wondering if they still had this 40% discounts. And usually you could just get that right off your phone, right? You just boom, fucking.
Yeah, just go to their website and you can get it right there, 40% off. So the shirts are like $6.49. By the time you get 40% off of that, I mean, it's another $2 and something like that.
Yeah, maybe $4 or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good deal. Some people have time to like print the shirts and stuff, like what we do, and some people they rather do it that way because they save so much time. So,
I actually wish I had. I was looking at it before I started doing it this way. I was looking at getting like I forget what they call it. You could get it at like Walmart or other places. But they had that little printer that you could print up the shirts and different things. But I think it only does like there's only so mmany colors and certain shit you could do, and I think it might even be vinyl or something. But
it is with those crickets and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, the cricket. That's what it was. Yeah. What's up, Will?
What up?
Hey, what's up, Will?
Chilling.
Just figured I'd jump on real quick. I wanted to show my new pickup. I got to go set it up right now, but jump on real quick and just kind of show you guys what I picked up today.
Hell yeah. You went to the expo or?
No, I went down to the pet shop. I knew that the guy had these in for a while now, but I wanted to make sure that, they weren't going to croak or anything because I'm sure it's probably wild caught. So I just kind of held off for a little bit, but here, let me check this out. Back camera.
I'm going to blow you up.
Oh!
I knew it. I knew you got a scorpion.
The Emperor, huh?
Yes, sir. One of my bucket lists. Yes, sir.
I still have to get me a chondro, a scorpion, and a tarantula.
It's a nice looking size one, too.
Yeah.
Palm.
But believe it or not, they had bigger ones, but I wanted one that was kind of smaller to grow,
Yeah.
I'll be right back, Vance.
All right, Mike.
He's about palm size. I haven't got to take a close enough look to see if it's male or female. I'm hoping it's female though. Possibility of possibly getting some scorpions out of it, maybe.
You're gonna try to get some babies out of there?
Hopefully, yeah. If it's a female, and then But if it's a male, then still it's all right. But I'll have to find a female.
That's pretty cool. How many babies can they have?
Ooh, man,
I
quite a
think you
few.
can.
Quite a few. It can vary too. They can have. It's kind of like tarantulas and stuff, but not in the hundreds. It's probably more on like the 20s, 30s,
It's still
12s, 10s.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it just depends on the scorpion too. Like I said, this particular one, I'm not 100% sure on that, but
But that's pretty cool. I like that. Like, I think that's a good number between like 10 to 30 for something like that. It's not too crazy of amount where like you could still
yeah.
sell it, but like be able to take care of them and
Yeah, see, there you
What
go,
do
50 to
scorpions eat?
100.
That's a lot of goddamn babies.
man.
yeah,
They carry them on their back too, right?
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
damn.
That's like a fucking Burmese clutch, a retic clutch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I want to have what I'm going to do eventually is I want to get pairs for everything that I have right now, and then I want to just make huge terrariums just for that species.
If you got the room, man.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, especially with these scorpions, man.
Are you gonna get like those plastic containers and shit, like to go across the wall, like?
I try to do like tarantula crib right now, and then like I actually do big old 2-gallon jars and stuff like that, glass jars that I'll put them in for now. But when they get big enough and when there's enough of them, I want to do like those Exoterra like terrariums, the big terrariums they have like that, and then just I'm gonna make my own excavator sand, tunnels and backdrop and all that stuff for my desert ones, and then I'll have like a foresty setup for like my Asian forest scorpions and so on and so forth. But I just want to trick them all out because I really like these guys and I think they deserve to have a badass setup just like anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen
that would be
somebody
cool.
make?
Like, go ahead,
What's that?
Mike.
Have you ever seen somebody like the old floor model TVs? They like cut the front of it out and kind of make it look like a
Oh
desert.
yeah,
Or like the red. Yeah, those are awesome. I
Yeah.
can see
those are
when I
neat.
could see back then. That's what that reminds me of that. That's awesome. What do
Yeah,
they
buddy
eat? What's the
got an
scorpions eat?
old 4 console TV that he turned into a habitat for his bearded dragon.
Oh, see, that'd be
And,
cool.
I mean, like
Yeah.
it looks good. It looks real good.
Be sweet if you could turn the channel to different species.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kind of like on a
Oh
rotation
man,
It
wheel.
let's do a
rotates them and
chondro
shit.
today. Yeah.
What's the scorpions eat?
That's what you need, like some type of conveyor belt, right? Where it like sends through the next batch, fucking each time.
Right.
They'll eat dubias, they'll eat crickets, red runners, anything like that. I give them mealworms sometimes.
That's nice. I don't know. I don't know too much about scorpions and stuff.
Oh yeah, they'll do insects and stuff like that.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
all
wait
I
to
ask.
get me a scorpion and a tarantula. What were you saying, John?
Oh, I just said that's badass, Will. I like it.
Oh
man.
yeah,
Nice emperor.
Yes.
hell yeah. Just
Congrats.
wanted to yeah, I'm gonna go get them set up right now. But I just wanted to
You-
stop in and say what's up.
You said you're gonna do like a cave wheel,
A
like
cave?
underground shit for them, or
Oh yeah, like for my Jerusalem black deathstalker and then like my other desert species. Yeah, they'll all have like the little caves and stuff they can come in and out of and whatnot.
Yeah, the little
like
excavator sand.
if you get, it'd be neat. Like take like, I mean, some of the shit might be artificial, or you could even like if you found real ones, like, but how they make kind of like those like logs and shit, fucking, but they got holes in them, or even if they don't, like if it had one that had holes and you could put like some type of top on it and then put that underneath and then have the sand around so it doesn't, you know what I mean, go into that log basically. If it was like a solid piece and you have it and then have it under the ground where like it could go underneath that and shit without it collapsing.
Wouldn't cave in.
Exactly.
I don't know how much I trust that excavator sand because once it dries out, it does crack a little bit. Like,
Well, see,
Little
and
fumbly,
that's why I was gonna use like couplings for big caves, and then I was gonna use like PVC piping and stuff like that, just for the fucking tunnels and whatnot,
Nice.
just to be on the safe side, like you said.
yeah,
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
that'll be sweet. Looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing that, Will.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, dude. Yeah, I want to check it all out. I mean, I love these fucking things. I don't know why, but I do.
yeah. Why
Hey, Will,
not?
do you have a YouTube channel?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a Python portal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That'd be
I do
awesome
try to
to watch
post
you
on
build
there every
some of that
once in a
stuff
while.
on there. Okay.
Yeah, you'll see some videos of this guy for sure because he's my new obsession. And it is a male. God dang it.
That needs to be smurfed.
Were you supposed to get a female?
It's a male.
You were hoping for a female though?
Yeah. Oh well, that's all right.
Can always go back and get another one.
Hey, I'm still happy with the fact I even have one, man. You trying to find these guys sometimes is just insane.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah. As long as you
I
got
know
one.
you've been wanting one for a while. I've seen quite a few at the past couple shows that we haven't been able to meet up at, but yeah, you get it for a reasonable cost.
Oh, dude, yeah. Actually, from like Morph market prices, it was probably about $10-15 cheaper.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I scored on this thing.
Shit, that's the expo ticket right there.
Right?
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Sweet.
get them set up and shit, guys. But
Yeah. Have
I'll try
fun
to
with it,
hop
Will.
back on. Yep.
Good to see
That
you, Will.
shit's always fun, man, when you get a new animal and it's like, all right, now I get to go set up everything and
Right? That's the best part. All that
That's always
anticipation.
great.
Now you got a project, you know?
yeah. And it seems like you could do a little bit more with the tarantulas and scorpions. I mean, unless you're doing your snake in a tank or something like that. But it's like with those, you could sit there and kind of set up a nice little fucking display and all the cool shit how you want it and everything, like a little kid again. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Like building models, man.
Yeah. I've been wanting to do that too for a hot minute lately. Like, man, I miss models.
Yeah, I got the itch to do those crazy sailboats you always see, you know, the full wood kits that are all detailed with the nice rope and chain and all the junk, you know, super accurate hardware and all that garbage on them. But
Mm-hmm.
that goes in one ear and out the other real quick when I look at everything else I got to do. It's like, I probably shouldn't get that $500 wood kit, you know what I mean? But
This is going to take me 3,000 hours to put together and shit, fucking with everything else I got to do.
Right, exactly. It's going to sit in the corner while a cat chews on it for the next 2 years. But
Right.
Yeah, I've seen some online, some model cars, and there's a guy like, oh, they're $40-$50 a piece. I'm like, no, that's okay.
Right.
But they're all still in the package from 20 years ago. Well, that's okay.
Oh.
I don't need that bad.
That's neat.
That was one of my favorite things to do, put model cars and stuff together back in early, 2000s. And
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, man. It's I don't know what you want to call it. Well, like Kat said, therapeutic, man. You sit at a table and you got your focus on something completely away from all the other stresses, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're just able to just kind of zone out, man. It's
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
I'm good at zoning out.
fun. Right.
I used to do that in school a lot.
Need to smurf Kat, they're saying. She
You know what?
definitely needs to be smurfed.
I'm on that right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
I missed that.
I don't know
I'm
what the
getting
fuck
ready.
he was talking about at first. I was like, what in the hell?
Yeah,
She's
lets her
turned
put all
blue?
kinds of links. Yeah, puts her links and shit in, you know. I think that's the only reason for it is so people could post their stuff in there. But
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go, Kat. You should be blue now. Got you smurfed. I had too much green tea, so I'm not paying much attention.
Is there
Right.
such a thing?
There might not be. In fact, was that Kurt that was complaining about her not being smurfed?
No, I think it was Derek. Maybe I don't remember who it was, but I can
Usually,
find out.
Kurt's usually pretty good about that. Every time he's in here, he'll catch somebody.
Yeah, it was Derek. Yep.
I was going to say, I think you are right. I think it was Derek.
Good to see Derek out there again, man. I've been missing
Yeah,
his
what's
ass.
up, Derek?
He's a good dude. I saw him a couple weeks ago. I went up to Atlanta to see him.
Hey, Derek,
nice.
you guys still doing that podcast? I know they were supposed to be getting some shit together, some of their clips and everything on their fishing.
Outdoors for Dummies.
Yeah. I didn't want to speak on that name because last time I fucked it up.
Great title, man.
In fact, it was on your show, wasn't it, John, when I messed up the name when he was on there? And
I don't know. Maybe. I think it was
Outdoors
one of the with Dummies, I think is what it is. Outdoors with dummies. Yeah, yep.
Well, I mean, it's
a good show.
I said Idiots Outdoors or something. It was one of the trivia questions on your show. I think on there. And I knew the name, but I messed up and I was like, it's Idiots Outdoors or something. I don't know, something like that, and fucked up the whole name. I was all stoked. I was like, I'm going to get me 10 Forge Point coins, and nope.
I just got to ask, man. That Forge coin's out there. Find ways for you to get it.
Yeah. Anybody out there, too, that doesn't know, you got to check out the Forge Fam on Wednesdays. That's 6 o'clock, or actually it's 8 your time, right? 8 Central?
8 Central, yep.
8 Central. Yep. Go check them out. You could win 10 Forge coins every week and have a chance at, all the affiliates. You got so many different people that you could pick from, you know? There's
it is kind of nice. It's like 28 people now, so it's getting to be a big group, you know.
It was like snakes, merch, all kinds of stuff on there. Will just joined it too.
Yeah,
Ken too. Yeah,
Ken. Yep, you two. You got Mark down there. You got you, Vance. There's a lot of options, man, and it surprises me. We talk about it, laugh a little bit about it every week, but like, there is a lot of Forge coin floating around out there. I mean, there's hundreds of dollars people could spend on shirts, hats, whatever, you know. It's free. I mean, free to them, but it's crazy to me. Maybe they're hoarding it up. Maybe they're saving it to get $100 off a snake somewhere. I don't know, but
right.
You know, a lot of people with $40 plus, you know, they could be spending that stuff. But
the last time you guys checked, wasn't it like a $850 or something that was floating around?
I think it's right in there. Yeah, it's real close to that, almost $1,000.
Probably more now.
That's a good snake.
Right.
So if everybody puts their shit together, you could get a really nice snake.
Just keep it in Kansas somewhere in the center of everybody. Gotta go visit it.
Get a nice banger mound, just send it around.
Right. But for sure, man, it's a good deal. Like I say, I'd like to see it a little more active. We're gonna start up bi-weekly meetings on it too in the Discord, just to get input from you guys, like you, Mark, you, Vance, anybody else out there that's an affiliate. Ideas for it, things you want to do with it, see changed, you know, just to talk about it. People show up, great. If they don't,
it's through your Patreon, or is it through Discord?
It's not through either. I mean, basically the Forge coin is its own bank account, and when we do giveaways, rather than giving away our own t-shirt or some piece of merch or a snake of our own, we give away the value in coin. So it's, hey, we're going to give away, you know, $20 in Forge coin. Whoever gets it, you can spend it with anyone on that affiliate list. So you're not stuck with just, hey, you're going to win our shirt. You know what I mean? We're going to spend the money either way. So we figure we might as well put it across the community.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a different idea, and it's kind of different. I like it.
Add me to the affiliates.
Absolutely. You're more than welcome, Pat. We'll throw you in there. All we need is a logo from you, and reach out, man. Just DM us.
I'll send it to you today.
Perfect, dude. It doesn't require anything from you folks either. If they want to spend the money with you, all you got to do is say, yeah, I'll take Forge coin, and we just give you that in cash. I mean, it comes right out of a bank account, and either way, you're getting your money, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I think Ken picked up a couple shirts just here recently, like within the last month. So
yep, yep. So when it gets spent, it works. I like it, man. We'd like to see more of it moving for sure.
If some gets spent, then I can see printing more currency.
Right.
You know, as
Exactly.
it gets bigger.
So that's the whole point too, right? I mean, it is kind of an opportunity for the affiliates to step up and go, look, if you spend 20 Forge coin with me, I'll pitch in another 20. Really, you're giving them, 50% off of whatever that contribution is, but still gives you that option to be able to draw in somebody sitting with Forge coin. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you bring me 20 Forge coin, I'll give you $40 worth. We still give you our 20. You know what I'm saying? So there's lots of different ways it could be used, but
Awesome.
yeah,
It's a great idea.
Yeah, you just never know. It could be that little bit extra that somebody might need to get what they want, either a shirt, a hat, or even a snake.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. So use it, guys. That's the moral of the story, I guess. But enough about that. Now that Vance is back, we got games today, don't we? And we got
Yeah,
some
we do.
guessing games.
Sure do, John. Let's see here. We sure in the heck do. Was that just super basic?
Unfortunately, I can't play games today. My wife is calling me to start dinner, actually.
No worries, Pat.
It's got to be something good on the menu.
What are you cooking for dinner?
I have I made a ham last night and probably just do some sweet potatoes and eat that ham. So
Nice.
whatever she wants. If she wants a fucking steak, then Daddy's gonna cook a steak. She wants Daddy
not
cooks
like you're
steak.
complaining about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, have you seen how big I am? I don't miss meals, so it's basically whatever she wants.
I'm trying not to miss meals anymore, man. I've missed too many meals, so I had me sausage, pancakes, bacon, potatoes, and some.
Everybody says when you quit drinking, you're gonna lose weight. Yeah, right. I just started eating more.
Right?
Yeah, true.
I didn't lose.
Replace one habit with another. That's all that happens.
Yeah, I didn't lose any weight. I just started eating more. So, but all right, gentlemen, I gotta run.
Thanks for popping on, Pat. I appreciate it.
Right,
Always a
have a
pleasure.
good night.
Enjoy your dinner, brother.
Absolutely my pleasure to get on here with you, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Right.
Have a great one, Pat.
Great day. Yeah.
Take care.
Enjoy, man.
Pat's always making some good ass food too, man. You see those pictures he's posting? He's got like the flowers and all that shit around like on the steak and like the asparagus all laid out perfect and
right. Whole time I'm just fucking salivating. It's running down my chin.
just like, man, you could just almost taste the juice.
Right.
Yeah, one time he was talking about the fish and stuff he cooks and puts different wines in it and this and that. It's like, oh man, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd love to get into that restaurant and just sample some of what he's putting together. Where is that at? Do you guys know?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I know it's northern Florida, but
right,
just Orlando area, or
I don't know if Justin or one of them still in the chat. Stan, they might know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put up that. Let's hope that I hit this right. I don't know. That might be. I think that's a new one. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that is the new one. I'm going to have to read it off of this. So we got which pistol would you choose to shoot next time at the range? You got the CZ Shadow 2, the Canic Rival 5, the Walter PD Pro, or the S&W M&P 2.0. And that was 52,000 votes on that one.
So this is like based on a popular vote that was taken?
Are those 45 autos or?
Let's just say, yeah, they're 45 autos. I'm assuming.
Yeah, based
I mean,
on the
I've-
list, that's kind of what it looks like.
I've shot the Walter and the CZ, not the Canic or the S&W though. But I don't know what people in general are going to say. You know, that's the tough guess. It's like, what are people going to pick? Right? Because isn't this like a poll of people?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and put up the answer here in a few seconds.
Yeah, the CZ is a nice gun. I really like those actually.
I was gonna say, is the S&W M&P, is that a ambidextrous safety on that one?
I
Or
don't
the
know.
yeah.
And there it is.
Wow. The S&W was it. Okay.
W.
Is that the new Bodyguard 380, the 2.0? Smith?
I'm not sure on that one, Mike.
Okay. And I know they've been advertising that one a lot lately.
To be honest, I've never shot any one of those, so.
Yeah, the PDP and the CZ, they had both at the range last time we went. So I tried both. I actually really like the CZ. That thing is nice, man.
I think I shot the M&P, but. So that was that one.
Cool.
Oops. Not what I meant to do. This one, there were some kind of corny ones in here.
Oh, what?
So it's having a kid at 80 years old immoral. Yeah, there were some wild ones in here. I was like,
Well, I would have to say it depends on the age of your significant other, right?
Right.
If you're an 80-year-old guy like some
Yeah,
people,
okay.
and you got a 24-year-old wife, more power to you.
I mean, there's a couple of issues there, though. I mean, there's also some age-related problems with the male side of that interaction as well. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think the vast majority of people are going to say yes, but
I would say yes on that. Like, what's that one coach? He's like 70 years old, and his girlfriend's like 20 or some shit, or Belichick. Yeah, like, you know, that chick's just with him for the money. There's no other.
Or like Anna Nicole Smith was with the guy that, you know, the oil guy down in Texas.
Yeah, like Hugh Hefner and all that. Like, that guy had money. That was the only reason why. That and the fame. I mean,
and the photos there are actually what you described, Mark. So it was a bunch of old dudes and
like
some young
Robert De Niro, right, and his younger wife there, and
so yeah, we had 69% say yes. So you know who the other 22% were?
Right. It was the 20-year-old wife.
Yeah.
the gold diggers.
Right. Oh, man. So, yeah, realistically in that scenario, okay, say everything goes fine. You have your kid. You got like maybe 10 years with that kid, if that. A lot of people in their 80s aren't getting to 90. So you could have considerably less than 10 years. Like, that's not much of an impact to be a parent, right? You're kind of leaving that legacy to someone else, assuming that's going to be fine. But
your odds of having a lot of complications too are much higher. You know, like they say, even at the age of like 35 now, they consider that like more at risk.
Right.
It's like everything's dropping now. Like, before, you're supposed to be 40 as a man, and when you turn 40, that's when you have your prostate checked. And now, like a few years ago, they were saying like 38 to do it. And then with like women, there's that higher risk of having a kid with Down syndrome at 40. So they're even kind of dropping that now.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all the different additives in our food for generations. I mean, you can only put so much chemicals in our crap before it starts to add up, you know.
Yeah, even with blood sugar now, I think it's like 110 instead of like 120. And even with blood pressure too, they've changed all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely, man.
Okay, and here's the last one. I don't even remember which ones these were neither. So what should what should millionaires pay in taxes? 30% or less, 30 to 60%, 70% or more, or unsure?
Oof. Well, I mean, realistically, if millionaires just actually paid their taxes, it would help. They'd pay the lawyers to get off of the mass majority of their taxes, so they'd rather spend that money on their lawyer than to put it back in the system. But
Right.
yeah, I think people are going to say probably the 70%, just in the general public view.
Yeah, I'm going with the 70% too.
I mean, yeah, I think if we were talking just to be fair, I'd say 30% or less at least, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
If they
I would
actually paid
say
it.
I'm at the 30%. Like I think they should pay at least 30%. I mean, hell, we're paying like 10%, or more at times. So you got all that money, man. 30%'s not hurting you.
And the survey says 30 to 50. Okay. 50-50. Yeah, I think that's the main issue. I mean, we talked about a flat tax for so long in this country. Like, if a flat tax was just unavoidable, no loopholes, no nothing that could happen, no ways out of it or workarounds because you had a program on the side, whatever, we'd be totally fine for taxes, just a flat tax rate. And I think it was like 15% for everybody across the board. No sales tax, no nothing else, just a flat tax,
Right.
But that's the problem. Even we get our little loopholes and outs, right? When we claim things on our taxes for our reptiles and all this. If you took all that stuff out and just said, okay, that's done, and just said 15% flat, dude, our infrastructure, roads, everything, I mean, we'd be in such better shape. Plus the damn debt would be going down for a change,
Initially, yeah.
Right.
But whatever. This ain't a political show, right? I'll stop all that silliness. So,
Well,
yeah.
we were talking about the money aspect, right? So, I mean,
Right.
it would be
Yeah.
nice to sit there and have it where, like you said, there's just a set amount. Like, this is all you have to pay. There's no more. That way, shit's being done. Like you said, roads are being taken care of. You have the police department, ambulances, things like that, city workers that run hospitals and different shit. Everything's being taken care of. Shouldn't have no
Yeah.
issues with potholes in the damn roads and all this and that, and money being sent here and there. Like who knows where it's going. And
Right. When you got your tax form at the end of the year, it'd be one page with 3 lines. It said 15%. Here it is. Done. Not a book this thick that somebody's paging through and finding, like I say, loopholes and ins and outs. Jesus, you can't hardly do your taxes anymore. Half the questions, I have no idea what they mean. If you deduct or start doing itemization, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
forget this. Yeah.
You click on one thing and it takes you 4 or 5 other different questions. It's like I messed up there.
Right.
Yeah, it takes you multiple hours to do your own tax. It's just it's a pain in the ass.
It's pretty ridiculous.
We went in and the lady forgot to put the last 4 on the bank account, so we got to wait 12 to 14 weeks, 12 to 16 weeks to get it back now.
Absolutely.
So it's crazy.
It's wild, man. Should not have to be that way.
Right.
So vote for me for your next congressman. So I can avoid my taxes. But anyway, enough of that silliness.
I was always at the New England. Now I'm at New York shows more. I was just at White Plains show last Sunday. Nice.
That's okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure where Cat was, but that kind of explains it.
How was that show? Sure, it was pretty good.
I think White Plains has done well for a long time.
What up, Greg?
Greg likes the M&P. That's Smith & Wesson that we had up there.
They got that one M&P for like the basic models, like what, $300 or $400 or something. Forget what model that was now. It's like one of their more basic ones.
No idea, man. I don't keep up with gun prices at all. I've got the few that I'm going to ever have, and they're stashed away with loads of ammo next to them, and I'm done with that. I'm not going to start that mess of collecting, you know. That's it, man. They're just sitting in a closet. Don't really even pull them out often, you know. Don't hunt like I used to, but I've got, let's just call it doomsday ammo numbers. Let's just say that. Stacked in boxes, but that's the thing, dude. We lose our power grid or something up here. It is really, really short period of time before we're in big trouble, you know. Like, I want to be able to go out and get deer, go out and get a bear, go out and get food, if I, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
This area is tough to even escape from in that kind of a deal. So got to be somewhat prepared.
I haven't even been shooting in, gosh, quite a few years, man. I think it's probably been about 5 years since I've been out shooting, at least. Maybe 6, 7. Haven't even bought a gun in a long time neither.
Right.
Yeah,
that was going to be a bad
3 or 4.
Yeah, it was going to be a bad habit. It would have been like reptiles had I not just said, okay, that's it, you know. Because it's nice, man. I like getting out there and shooting, and I do like picking up different stuff, grabbing different guns. I mean, we got a lot of collectors in this area with hundreds of guns each, you know, and it's definitely an addiction, for sure.
Yeah, my daughters, they used to take them to the gun range and shoot, but ever since the Oxford stuff up here, they changed it where you got to be at least 18 to go to the gun ranges because of the insurance. I mean, I can understand that, you know, but they just like to shoot.
That sucks, though. Like, you should be able to sit there and take the kids, like you said. I mean, I get it, the insurance, but it's like you should be able to take the kids and teach them, you know, learn to shoot and all that.
Yeah, they started young, right around 6 or 7 years old. Hell, I shoot sometimes. I go and you know, shoot at the range, indoor range we have up here. I go in the winter.
Nice.
So, okay, this is going to sound like a really weird question, Mike, but tell me how that works for you for like actually sighting in, hitting your target. Like how, obviously with your sight issue, there is a different mechanism to that, right? So how do you go about doing something like that? And in all seriousness, not to give you a hard time or anything.
No, it's a lot of people like to know what I like to do and stuff like that. What I do, there's a guy out there. He generally what he'll do is, you know, how you have the frame around the inside where you think you're going to hang your target. Well, he'll take one of the things down next to me, so I'm not like hitting my arm. But then I'll take my target and I'll put it on the rack and roll it out, and I kind of measure how far up and the, you know, the distance and stuff like that whenever I shoot. And he says you hit it or you don't hit it, and so.
Okay, so you have like a spotter there saying, okay, you're a little high right, high left.
Yeah, that or my daughter.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you purely go by feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I took my CPL up here, that's what I did. I used the Ruger, kind of looked like the old mob guns, but it's like a 22 pistol. I used that when I took my CPL up here. And he was spotting me and had it right on about 95% of the time. I mean, I missed probably 8 or 10 off the target, but I got what I needed to pass the tests.
Yeah, so a
Dude,
lot
that's
of muscle
cool.
memory there, right, Mike? When just
Yeah,
finding that spot.
yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. And again, like I say, I hope that wasn't meant at all to
No,
be
no,
like
you're good.
offensive
No,
or
like I
anything.
said, Ken was asking me, different questions and stuff, like about the snakes and stuff. Like, well, how do you know where they're going to be at in a tub, or how you know you're not going to get bit? And it's like, well, 90% of the time they're going to be in the back where the heat is, and or up front. And whenever I pull out the tub, it's either going to be heavy in the front towards me, or heavier towards the back, and that's where I kind of judge where they're at.
Nice. Okay.
Grab
Yeah.
them with a paper towel.
So you definitely, now that you say that, I definitely know the difference when I'm pulling my tub too. Like
Yep.
you could tell where the weight is in that tub. Okay. That makes
And
sense.
I keep all the water bows up to the front right hand corner. So if it's a lot heavier, they're going to be up towards the front there.
Yeah. Dude, okay, that's cool.
I memorize, where they're at in their rack and stuff like that. Now that I have a bigger collection at my friend's house, like I said, we took everything over her house, and we're kind of like writing on the tubs, tub cards and stuff like that. And I have a pen friend has like a sticker. It's kind of like a magnet, and you scan it, and you talk into the thing, and then you scan it again, and it'll put it on that thing. So I just go up and scan it, and it'll tell me what it is.
Oh, nice.
Kind of
Okay.
like a QR for blind people, I guess. I'll bring it on here one day and show you guys.
Yeah.
Something different.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So my dad was blind for, I don't know, several weeks in both eyes. He was in a bad car accident. So when he hit the windshield and the hood actually hit right on the front of his nose, so his eyes went out of the sockets, and then when he came back, they slapped back in. So they actually exited, and like on the rebound, they slammed back into the eye sockets. So
That
it
much
detached
force.
both. Yeah, it was just like a slap, like a whatever,
That's
whiplash
crazy.
kind of.
Whiplash almost. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and when they went back in, the retina's detached in both eyes. So completely like detached, right? So he lost his, I believe it's his left eye. I think it's his left eye that never came back. His right eye is pretty decent. But the eye that isn't working, he kind of sees shapes and shadows to a degree. He's aware something's there. That's about the extent of it. Like he couldn't read a sign, or he couldn't like pick up a glass if he covered his other eye. He can't see that well, but he can like make out foggy shapes. Is that kind of the level you're working at, or what? How is that
Yeah.
for you on your?
Like I have, it's not that I don't have perfect, like I can't, like whatever's up front, because I have cataracts on top of it. I have retinitis pigmentosa, so it has to do with the retina also. It's kind of like pepper, like pouring it all over like a piece of paper. You're drawing a circle.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like spots and stuff floating. I have a little bit of peripheral on this right side, just where light and stuff is, but everything else is kind of like light and motion. But I can't like read anything or stuff like that. So
Okay, but like basic shapes, and like you could see like a corner in a hallway or something like that division,
if
maybe.
I use the peripheral, the right side of my peripheral, yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
So, I mean, it's like a little bit, about this much on this right side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm always curious about it.
Things.
Like I say, growing up with my dad having that forever. I mean, since I was I was like 2 when that happened, but you kind of learn how to operate around a person like that. Like I don't even start talking or anything until I know I'm around that side of his vision. Do you know what I mean? To not like startle or see. He can hear me anyways, but it's like you operate different around a person like that after years and years. It's the assumption is that's the case. So it's kind of odd to hear how different people work. So do you have someone with you all the time, Mike, or are you kind of on your own? Or
my 2 daughters who generally here, we're always together somewhere, me and my wife. somebody
Okay.
comes up talking, I'm like, or they, I never know if they're talking to me, so I always ask, and they're like, no, they're not talking to you, or yeah, they're talking to you. And
Gotcha.
so,
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. I appreciate you just answering stuff. And
oh
again, I
no,
hope
no
that's
problem. Like
not
I said,
meant at all to
no,
be.
no. Any questions for anything? I like to talk about it because it's there. I have it, and I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody, the RWO, everybody that reaches out and welcomes me, to the show and stuff like that. Because if not, I would be sitting on there on YouTube just scrolling. It's like I got to do something. I got to get out. I got to be a part of the community, and it's what it is. I've got to deal with it. At one point, I didn't want to, but it's like I got to, I got to do it. I got to,
Yeah.
for my sake to be sane, I have to, work with it. And all you guys and Mark, and I mean everybody that's, on the show is just welcome.
Yeah. That's badass, man.
Heck
And
yeah.
again, like I say, awesome that you're open about it and willing to talk about it.
Yeah.
And we can ask you because everybody's curious, whether they say so or not. Everybody's
Yeah.
curious.
I think the only thing Mike might have an issue with, like if you had like Brazilian rainbow boas as juveniles, like so I keep them like a ball python. I keep them in in my ARS rack, so they're in my 1039, and I've got them in cocoa, and they like it where the humidity is a little bit higher. So I'm constantly misting them down, but they'll burrow underneath that cocoa. So sometimes, like when I pull out that tub, I don't even know where it's at, and I'm having to dig around a little bit. But
Mhm.
they're pretty gentle. I haven't had any strikes yet as like a surprise or anything like that. But
Yeah. When I
Gotcha.
had baby boas back in the early 2000s, and I had like the chip stuff, and they would always burrow in there, and I don't know why they ever did that, but I'd have to dig them out, and find it. But I could see back then.
yeah,
It just kind of gradually got worse.
Yeah. So
Even with,
that's
go ahead. Sorry, Joe.
Oh no, I was gonna say, so that was gonna be another question now is like when new things come out, when you have genes and things you're not familiar with and haven't seen and that kind of stuff, what is your selection process like? Do you just kind of bounce it off of other people where their preferences kind of line with yours, or how do you determine what you think you want to create, I guess? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right before I started the shows up here, I would like go for about a year and a half, and kind of see what everybody had, what they were going to be working with. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to work with these genes. That way, I have something different because I am different, and like, with ID and stuff, with the RWO chat, I'll put it out, and put pictures or questions or video chat with them. They help me with that stuff like that. And then my friend Sean, we do the big homie. I send him pictures, video chat. Like I said, when I'm at my friend's house, there's a lot of people out there that help me. With my daughters, they know most of the genes and stuff like that, but once we get into the 3 or 4 or 5 combos, it's hard to identify for them.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the community's help and everybody, they're willing to help me instead of no, I can't, or I'm not, I'm busy, or because I have patience and all I have is time, and just let me know when you're not busy, and they always get back to me. They're willing to
Yeah,
help. So, even when
absolutely.
I feed frozen thaw, and I'll put them in warm water for about 30 minutes, and then I rinse them off, hit them back up, then I'll take the tongs. I'll open up the tub and I'll put it on the left side of the tub and shut the tub. And I'll kind of shake it a little bit. And once I feel it hit it, I'll let it go. Because I'm not like going to open it up and it's going to come out at me, miss that, and get my hand. I got the tub shut. That way it's
Right.
guaranteed to hit that rat. So,
Well, your
Yeah.
snakes are well behaved compared to ours. We don't even get the damn tub open. They're half out, 2 feet sticking
yeah.
out, swinging their head around like, dang.
Yeah, I guess they're used to it, on the same. I don't know if they're used to it, but it's kind of like a routine I've been doing for quite a while. And then when I usually feed on Sunday. I drive down 30 minutes away, and then Wednesday, I'll go back and clean and then get them out every day for 20, 30 minutes a day, keep them docile even when they're babies to adults.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice,
Because
man.
I mean, I don't have but probably there's about 10 of them right now. So a lot of them.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. And yeah, like I say, when you can't see the genes and what it's doing, that's why I wondered like how you move into something new for you, like how you decide what you're going to pick in an attempt. And you basically take a lot of input from people around you as far as opinion too, right?
Yeah. I just kind of see what everybody's working with locally and see what people's opinion. I mean, everybody's going to do their own thing with their own genes and go their own routes, but it's like I'm at shows. Well, what are you looking for? I don't see this here. It's like, okay, well, then you bring that and it sells, or somebody might want to trade. There's a lot of people just work with areas like bananas, inchy stuff, no sunset, some clowns, and
Sure.
nobody hardly has just hides. So just kind of go with a few genes and go from there.
Yeah. Badass, man.
Kat
Well,
said thanks for sharing, Mike.
Oh, not a problem. Like I
absolutely.
said,
She
I'm
said
an open
she
book.
had similar issues with her eye. It was, she said, I can relate. I'm actually blind in my left eye and have heterochromia iridium, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, heterochromia iridium. I'm not sure what that is, but
Me neither. I just learned something the other day. There was some other foot issue that somebody had, some new weird medical term. I shouldn't say new, but it was new to me. I was like, man, I never heard of that.
right. Yeah, and it's great that somebody with those things is, like I say, open, and you're more than happy to talk about it. Some people
Yeah,
like,
for
dude, I
sure.
don't want to talk about that. Let's move on. You know what I mean? But that's
Yeah.
super helpful for people that are. I'm always curious, man. So if I feel like I can ask those questions and you don't take offense, that's
Oh,
awesome, dude.
no,
I
for sure. Like I
appreciate
said,
it.
ask around, and then eventually I want to start. I mean, I have a YouTube, but I haven't posted any channels. I want to kind of like get people out there with kids with disabilities and stuff that they might go to a zoo. Oh, mommy, can I get that? No, you can't get it because you have this one. No, we're going to figure out how they can get it or how they can take care of it on their own with maybe
Nice.
just a little bit of assistance from a parent, friend, or guardian or grandparent. Somebody that way they can make them feel normal, just like everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Find out a
man.
solution to it
Yep.
and be able to do things that you normally couldn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I know Don not Don, sorry. Doug Matusak over there in Ohio, he's been breeding for almost 40 years with boas and balls and stuff like that. And he has macular degeneration and something else too with RP like I have.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I have several snakes from Doug.
Yep.
Yep, Boa
So
Basement.
it's two different colored eyes.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
I mean, I know that probably sucks because of the issue, but that's pretty cool though too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a very unique look. I've seen it
It
several
is.
times. A couple kids in school had it. No vision issues, just different colored eyes, you know.
Yeah. And also there's another huge breeder out in California. He's losing vision in his left eye.
Oh.
Everybody knows, but I mean, Miguel from Always Evolving Pythons.
Oh, okay. I had no idea he had that either.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what he has, but I was talking to him a little bit. He was telling me about it.
Crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
more of it
wild. I
out there
never
than
knew
people
that.
know.
Yeah, I think I had a friend that had like that heterochroma iridium, and I think that's where your one eye, right? Your iris is two different colors, I believe. But I don't know if she had vision problems later on as she aged or progressed, or so. That's interesting.
So that splits like the center of one iris, like one half is different than
Yeah,
the other.
one half is a different color than the other.
Ah, okay. I thought just two different colored eyes, because I've
Oh,
seen that very
yeah,
common.
that could be. Yeah, that maybe that's what Cat has. I don't. My friend had like two different colored irises.
Like a leopard gecko.
Yeah, so like one eye was just like a completely different shade and color.
Wild.
Interesting for sure.
How's the little baby chameleon doing, man?
Yeah, that new one. I was thinking of that earlier, in fact.
Yes, I think it's a female probably, but yeah, she seems to be doing good. Little testy, like she's more relaxed at evening. Like I pulled her out of the cage and she was pretty dark, and then I misted down her cage and I set her right back in there, and then yeah, she took the water droplet right off the live plant, and then like instantly just changed colors, and it was cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, just working on doing a little socialization with her, and see how things progress. Yeah, she just ate a red runner. It looks like right out of the. I've got like a little 2-ounce deli cup, and I put the feeders in there, and she just kind of shoots them out of there.
Cool.
But haven't seen her eat too frequently, but I know she is eating, and I have caught her eating a couple times. But like, yeah, she's not willing to take like food directly out of the hand yet.
Gotcha. Is that something you want to definitely move to breeding too, Mark, or are you just keeping these as these are something to enjoy?
Right now I'm just enjoying them. I'm not, I mean, eventually, is it a possibility? Yeah, it's space, right? Like when because you can't really house chameleons together. And then, like I was saying, I've got that one. I mean, my veiled chameleon's almost as big as my forearm, so like I'm looking into upgrading her enclosure, and now she's at the point where she's going to start to lay eggs. I don't want to get her egg bound, so I need to put a lay box in there for her. And because chameleons actually, like the females, they'll lay infertile eggs, and if they don't have a spot to lay eggs, they'll get egg bound, and you can lose your chameleon. So I don't
didn't
want
realize
that to
they
happen.
Huh.
What was that, Mike?
I didn't realize they got that big, the chameleons.
Oh, yeah, pretty good
Oh,
size.
yeah.
What are they, like 14, 16 inches long, something like that?
Yeah, so the veiled chameleon, like the females, typically get, I think, like 10 to 14 inches in length. But they're dimorphic, sexually dimorphic, so the males do get a little bit bigger.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
You put like moss in there to keep the humidity up, or how do you?
Yeah, so like the veiled chameleons and the panther chameleons, they're more of an arid species. So I have them set up with like a bioactive enclosure. So I have like I've got like maybe it's like a 2-inch tray on the bottom. I'm probably gonna like get like those grow bags eventually when I upgrade to the next size. That way they have the substrate in there and they can just burrow straight down. But yeah, I use like this, like a small volcanic rock on the bottom for like the base layer, and then on top of that, I've got I use like the Lugardi bioactive mix that they've got, and then yeah, I'll throw sphagnum moss in there and some leaf litter. I haven't really set up like the I don't have isopods in the smaller enclosure, but it is bioactive. So there's in the smaller enclosure there is some fake plants and fake vines, and then yeah, I've got like I've got one plant in there, and then the bigger enclosure it's fully set up.
Nice.
So
Do you have to
for
have
the
misters going in there?
Say again?
Do you have to have misters going in there?
Yeah, so I have I've got like I think they call it the Reptimist system, and I have to like fill it like maybe once a week, and it's set
Oh,
on a
not bad.
timer, so like every 6 hours it'll spray for 15 seconds, and then like I'll water the plants pretty early once a week, and then on the smaller enclosure I missed it like a couple times every day.
That's not bad. Once a week, filling it up. Shit,
Yeah.
I'd take that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know there's several different systems that are out on the market. Like I know some people use like the foggers. Uh, I think the Mister system works better, but to each their own. Like it's
Right.
basically like you can. So like on the Nano, it's like I think it's 10 by 10 by 12, so it's 10 inches wide, 10 inches in length, and then 12 inches high. And that one has a like a plexiglass front door on it. So I guess it could relatively hold humidity a little bit better, maybe. Uh, but for the most part, all the enclosures, they're just mesh screen. So where you have one of those more tropical species, they're all from Madagascar, all the chameleons. But like, yeah, if you had maybe one that had a locality that required more water, you probably just up the mist on it.
I was going to say that wouldn't last long here. That mister with the open air and the mesh, dude, it'd be back down to 30 humidity in there in no time. You know what I mean? Like even our the Exoterras with the all glass sides and the mesh top, we'd have to actually seal like 90% of that mesh top. You know what I mean? I made plastic inserts to set in there to block almost all of that because there was no way we could keep humidity in those things. I mean, even with the Mister system, so
Right.
I imagine that's got to be kind of tough to keep that proper form, right? Is it a special room too?
No,
Or
I have them in the family room. Well, one's in the kitchen and then the other one's in the family room. But yeah, I do run a pretty big humidifier in the house. Let
oh,
me
okay.
let me check real quick. Yeah, so right now in the house. It's at 56% humidity. So that's a pretty
That's
good.
decent.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty decent. And yeah, I try to run that humidifier pretty much all the time. Every
Yeah.
couple of days, throw like 2 gallons of water in there and just keep it going.
And as long as your water is good and the humidifier is good, you actually feel better too in that humidity.
Yeah, you breathe quite a bit better. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. People don't realize that, man, but when it gets down to like 20, here, I mean, not temp, but like humidity in the house, it can be in the teens in the humidity. Dude, your nose inside cracks, you get sinus infections, everything goes wrong with your skin and nails and hair. I mean, over time, that's really hard on you. You need to be up around that 45, 50%,
Yeah, I
to
think that's
feel
what
good.
kind of screws us down here sometimes, man. Like you get kind of a little bit of a blood in your nose and shit 'cause it's like too dry and like your skin and
Yeah.
Yeah, when I lived in Arizona, it was pretty common. Like once or twice a year, I'd just get like a bloody nose out of like somebody. I'd be walking by and somebody'd be like, "Hey, man, your nose is bleeding." You're like, "Oh man."
Yeah. Well, it is Arizona.
But then like I didn't have any issues with sinuses, either. Like I've got a lot of allergies, so up here in Washington, it seems to hit me a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's just
right.
part of where you live, I guess. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm one of those
Tons of,
guys that didn't even like realize I had allergies until I was in my 30s, when I went to go get the test, and they're like, "Yeah, you're like allergic to every like type of grass there is." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe that's why I was like always breaking out into hives when I was playing soccer, like on a
right.
grass
Football and
field."
soccer. Yeah. Yep. That's funny. And you just run through it as a kid. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, you don't care,
Yeah.
you just keep going, right?
Yeah.
You're a little
yeah.
itchy. You're like,
Yeah, that's funny. Different areas, man. So yeah, that was our whole thing with vacations from here. If we were gonna do them at all, it was like to somewhere humid and decent. It didn't even have to be that warm, but somewhere humid was like our ideal vacation because we get there, we're like, oh man, skin feels so good, when you're out there for the weekend, you come back to this bone dry garbage, So it's
yeah.
awesome having the reptiles in the house and keeping that humidity up, dude. We feel so much better through the year, than we used to because we're conscious of that, humidity level and keeping it up there. But
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it definitely helps with the, like it helps with the shedding on the ball pythons and, and the other snakes too. I mean, I still have a couple
absolutely.
that are, that no one piece sheds, like they'll just blow up and make a mess in the tub. But
Right.
there's always those few,
And it's funny how different like they are from their drinking habits too. Some of them you can fill that little water cup up 2-3 times a week, and the next one, dude, you go in there and check it at the end of the week and it's plumb full. You end up just dumping it and refreshing it anyway, you know what I mean? But like I don't understand why some just absolutely don't drink, and I think it's because that humidity is at so close to what they need. They really don't need that much water, and some of them just are whatever, suckers for it, whatever you want to call it. They just like to drink. So we didn't notice that as much until we got the humidity right. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone would suck down their water like crazy.
Yeah.
or they're soaking in it, right? Like, yeah, I've got animals. I'll open up the tubs and like it's just I've got some that are sitting back on the hot side, and then I've got some that's like they're just in the tub, all the water's out of it, and then like, and they'll just sit there, and so I just dump the water right on them, like, yeah, okay, there you go, it's full.
Right. Yeah.
Keep going. Go to the next
Pour it
one.
right over them. Yeah, you take them out, they're going to be right back in it anyway. No point. So, yeah, they're funny, man.
Definitely. Yeah, I got my pug, man. She's been acting. She does what she wants. We put her in the backyard, and I set her bowl right there and everything. Well, she's been grabbing like her toy, and she'll take off to the other side, and she'll set her toy right there, and then come back and grab her dog food bowl and move it. So I'll bring it back over, and then the next day she's got that shit back over there. I'm like, I guess she's telling me where she's moving to. She's got her own spot now. But
Right.
I guess like because the door's right there on the side by the garage, and it's real cool in there where the rats are at. So I think she's right there getting all that cool air. Like, okay, here's the perfect spot for me.
Right. I think I'll just set up camp over here, Dad.
Yeah.
Give me my shit.
Like, quit moving my shit, asshole. I got it where I wanted.
Right. That's
Told
funny.
you I'm moving out.
Never had an animal do that. Well, not a cat or a dog anyway, but that's wild. Set up camp wherever they want.
I need to get some cameras set up so I could catch her in action doing it.
Right. We've got those all over the house for when we do have to leave because the dog or cat, now the dog's getting up there to age. So we kind of, I don't want to say quarantine her, but we section her off to certain parts of the house when we have to leave because if there's going to be an issue, it's okay in that section. It's either a wood floor or tile or, something that it's not a problem to clean up. So we got these little cameras to set around in different areas of the house, one in the kitchen, out by the fireplace, whatever, just to kind of keep an eye when we're gone.
Right.
And she find ways to get over our barricades or whatever else and still get on the same damn couch. Like we've put so many intricate little traps and this dog's old, it's not like athletic. I'm not sure how it's doing it because we come back and everything's still in place, And I'm thinking, is the cat bringing a ladder and setting it in there and helping her escape? Or, what the hell is going on here? So that's the next move, is to put the camera out where we can actually see that area to see how she's going about it. Because she's got some kind of magic trick to get out of there. Everything's still exactly how we left it, except she's on the couch.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to find out maybe she can levitate. So...
Hey, you might find out.
Sure. Right.
You're gonna see something probably crazy though, whatever it is, like that little shit. So that's how you're doing that.
And it's probably something obvious. Like we've got bar stools on the one side of this counter, and I'm thinking that's the only thing I can imagine is she's using like the little edge of that bar stool to actually get onto the counter and over. But they're
Right.
like pushed in, and there's only like this much hanging out, and she's not small. I'm thinking, God, if she's doing that, she's really going at it. You know what I mean? She's doing that
Yeah.
in like one hop, not gingerly, And I'm like, dude, I have to see this on film. And then how does she not knock anything else down? Like the counter has, your flour and sugar and all this other stuff sitting out there. Like, how doesn't she disturb any of that? But it's going to be wild. So I'll post that when we get the footage.
Yeah,
once you catch her in the act.
Right.
That would be
burglar
neat.
mask on her. But
Put a camera on the collar.
Right. Yeah, I've thought about that too. And to let our cat do a little more, we're almost tempted to just let him be out. But God, there's so many town cats. I kind of worry a little bit about that. And then what they bring back too, right? Like we don't have tons of fleas and things up here because we get so cold in the winter, but we do have ticks, all of that kind of stuff. And I don't know if I really want to introduce that, but dude, he wants out bad. I mean, that cat wants to be an outside cat so bad, and you feel bad. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe get one of them big ass cages you can set on the back deck. Let him be out in that. I don't know.
That might be a good thing right there. Put him in a big ass cage, so you're out there what you want. You got some room to move, but you're not getting out to where you could get ticks and fleas or whatever, all the stuff that you're not wanting around.
Right. I think what he actually wants are the birds. So it's probably a bad idea, but I don't know. I just get feeling guilty. Yeah, no, I don't want him out there eating birds, but I'm sure that's what he would do. He's a hell of a hunter, for sure.
Fortunate because I had to go ahead. Sorry, Vince.
No, go for it, Mike.
No, I had a cat and I had a blue and gold macaw, and they never really bothered each other. And the cat never really tried to get him in the cage, and I put him out on the stand, and they just kind of like looked at each other, like I'm up here and you're over there, and they didn't bother each other or nothing.
That's pretty
beak
cool.
On that macaw is scary as hell. Is why.
Yeah, the cat had second thoughts. He's like,
you know what? Big talons in that beak. He's like,
Right.
This might ruin my day a little bit, huh?
Yeah, it's always interesting to see that interaction between like households that have lots of pets or animals, right? So like growing up, we always had dogs and cats. And then, like some cats were like, hell no, like, and then they want like that space. They get them like that cat condo, or whatever, like a space where they can get up high and then they're fine, or they just run off to a bedroom and they hide underneath the bed until, like the dogs settle down or whatever. And then you have other cats that'll just like, they'll curl up next to the dog and like go lay on the dog and start licking the dog, like.
Right.
Same with birds too, right? Like cats and birds, like Mike said, like never just no problems at all. But then,
right. Or dogs and snakes. Like you can't keep our dog out of the snake room. She wants in there every time, and she'll sit and wait for you to bring one over. You get it close enough, she's just licking it. I'm like, what are you doing? She loves them, doesn't attempt to bite it or hurt it at all. Snake is just kind of turning and looking at it like, what in the literal hell is going on? And yeah, she's just licking the side of the snake. We're like, God, this is weird.
It's crazy.
And from first interaction,
That's pretty cool though. Like if you can do something like that, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Like I wish like my male pit bull was still alive, and so I could have had him around my snakes and shit. But like some I'm not so sure on. Like there's that one dude that posted the anaconda in his bed, his big ass 20-foot anaconda with a fucking grown ass pit bull, that Tarzan or some shit, I think it was. And it's like, That's cool looking to look at, but dude, you're really testing those waters, aren't you? Like,
Yeah,
dude,
that's a
if
little
that snake
borderline.
just decided to go after that dog or vice versa, you know what I mean? Like that could be bad. That's
Yeah, I've got a smaller dog, you know, I've got a Frenchie, and when I pull out a big snake, yeah, like he's
He's out of there.
a
yeah.
while, you know, like, but like, yeah, there's been times when like I've pulled out tubs on the rack that are like at his height, and like he'll go up and start to try and drink the water, you know,
Yep.
like out of the, and I'm like, oh, like I don't know if that's a smart idea. Like that snake might get mad, you know, like might strike him, but like I just got to stay on top of it, you know, and be like, kind of, hey, get out of there, buddy. Like you don't need to be drinking
Right.
that water.
Got your own water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't worry about the dog hurting the snake at all after watching that interaction, but I do, you know, worry about pulling a tub open and that snake getting her in the face, not knowing. You know, neither one I don't think would do it intentionally, but I
Yeah.
certainly don't want the snake latched onto the dog's nose. That's not going to be a fun day, you know. So yeah, we don't do that. You know, we don't have her in there for feeding time or anything like that, but she gets a set section of time where she can go down with us and visit with her snake friends, and then she's sent back upstairs, you know. But
Yeah.
It's fun, man. It's fun that she's that way and not a problem, to where every time you open the snake door you got to worry, you know what I mean? Like a problem dog wanting to get in there.
What she's gonna do, or try and get to the snakes, or
Is she a big dog or?
She's a Boston Terrier, and I want to say she's probably. I'm kind of leaning towards boxer mix, but there were like 3 or 4 potential dads. She's just a mutt, so she really looks Boston Terrier, but also looks like a kind of a boxer's mixed in there a little bit. So a little bit bigger than a Boston Terrier.
so like
Okay, so that was my question.
20,
Was she
30
Boston
pounds, or?
Terrier size or upgraded? So okay.
Yeah, like slightly bigger than a Boston Terrier. So yeah, in that 40 to 45 pound range, somewhere in there. I mean, she's up and down all the time as I give her more and less food, but I think right now she's a pretty healthy 40 pounds right in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Used to have a Boston Terrier when I was a kid. Oreo. She was pretty cool dog.
Yeah.
I've had so many dogs though, man. We've had boxers, Boston Terriers, standard poodles, Rottweilers, pit bulls, pugs, mini pins, Dobermans, and the list probably goes on. We've had a Chiweenie. We had another mixed always had full bred pugs, but I had a mixed pug. I can't remember. I don't know what that dog was though. He was a cool little thing. He was like smaller than a pug, like maybe Chihuahua size, but he was like all furry and shit. So I don't know if like some type of Schnauzer mixed with the pug or, you know, something like that. But he was just a furry little tiny guy, man. He was pretty cool.
Like a damn Ewok.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what it sounds like. You were describing an Ewok.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Funny. Yeah. Variety of dogs, man. Always through life, and most of the time mutts, you know, but my folks did standard poodles for years. They bred those. So I always had a couple of those floating around. Really unique dog, man. People don't
they're
give them enough credit. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really intelligent too.
They're intelligent, loving, smart. Goes with intelligent. Yeah, they're very, very good dogs.
Good for people with allergies too.
Fun to play with, and kids, adult, whatever.
Yeah, believe it or not, they make a pretty good guide dog too. The standard poodles do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Good bird dogs. That's what they were intended for to begin with. I mean, they're an excellent bird dog. If they'll mark 14 to 16 downed birds, you know, so if they're trained, obviously, but I think they still hold the record for the most marked birds in a field. You know how they do that competition where they drop birds all over the field and the dog sits and marks it in their brain where they're all at, and they run out to each one and bring them back. You know what I mean? I think they still have the record.
Like a specific order, grabbing this one, and
Yep. Yep, specific order and no deviation. Like they're not allowed to go off track of where it is, to smell around for it. They've got to go directly to it and directly back to score the bird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive. Yeah. It's wild.
That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, it's quite a few. I think it's like 14 or 16. I could be wrong, but that's a lot. I mean, for just a random object out there to go grab it. You know what I mean? That's a lot to remember.
Yeah.
So they're bright.
I always like watching like that one where they got that like the water out and the owner, they'll sit there and throw the frisbee and that dog goes and runs and jumps out and they'll see who goes the furthest and shit.
The dock diving, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
the dock diving. That's pretty
I
cool.
always like to watch that. Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
I think my pit bull would have won that one, man. That he was so intense when we played and shit. Like I'd get his tennis ball. Like if I got his tennis ball and showed him or said ball, he'd get up, man, and his like eyes were just like a crackhead. Like he's just ready to go, man. Like that dog had so much fun. I would throw that ball and he went hardcore every time with shit. Like
Yeah. No low gear in some of those, man.
no, not at all.
None
Like
at all.
it was like, man, this guy. And then it was funny too because I would sit there and like bug my eyes out at him. And when I did that shit, he would sit there and bark at me like it was like
this
a
far
game
from your
between
nose.
us. Yeah.
Get right like this close to you, just barking. Like, dude, come on.
It was funny, like, or like my stepdaughter, she had like real big bug eyes, and she'd come in, and the dog would like sit there and bark at her. It was like that's just normal, There's really nothing she could do. But like some of the kids would come over, and they'd have like these big bug eyes, and he didn't like that shit.
Oh, that came out so wrong, man.
Hopefully your wife's not on or listening to this right now, Vance.
That's
It's
terrible,
caused
dude.
him to do it. So
Right? Way to train the dog, Vance.
That's just how he was. He just didn't like it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs that like don't like do well with people that wear hats too. Like that's a pretty common thing too. Like if somebody comes up wearing a hat or like a cowboy hat or something weird, and like the dog
Sunglasses.
freak out
Super
sometimes.
common. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a Dutch Shepherd Malinois, and we rescued him, and he's being trained for my wife for her service dog. And anybody with a hat on, he'll take him out. Like I'll put a hat on, come in the room, no, he's going to get me. Take it off, and it's like, oh, okay. Or my dad will come in with a hat. As soon as he takes it off, it's fine. I guess when he was younger, he was abused by a hat or something. That's what the shelter said.
Yeah.
So
Likely whoever was beating up on him wore a hat, and boy, they don't want no more of that. Yeah.
But then when he was younger, about 6 months old when we got him, and then like he'll like go outside, take him to outside of the bathroom, and if people's out there, he won't go to the bathroom. You'll like have to take him in behind a bush. I guess when he would use the bathroom, have accidents, and they would beat him with it or whatever. And we got him out of that and everything, so he's good now.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, some of that just sticks with them too, man, and it's such a shame because they're a great dog otherwise, and you just can't train some of that back out of them. You know what I mean? Once
for sure.
Once that's in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad deal, man. See a lot of that.
Yeah. I don't mean to jump off here, gentlemen, but I've got to get ready for our show here at 8:00 and stuff. So.
Oh, no worries, Mike. I'm glad you popped on and everything.
No problem. I appreciate it. Good to see you guys, John and Mark.
Well,
be sure to check out the
too,
Big
Mike.
Homies breakdown today.
Exactly. Yeah, make
we
sure
have-
you guys go check that out. You can put the link in there too if you want,
Starts
Mike.
in 42 minutes, right? Right, Mike?
Yeah, at 8:00 Eastern. Yeah, we have Vanessa from US Arc.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. Yep, I forgot about that. That's going to be an awesome show
That'll
too.
be a good one for sure.
In fact, I'll be
Appreciate
shutting this down here in a few minutes anyways.
Okay.
Let everybody get a little break and be able to head over there and check that out. What's up, Tire Gods?
Yep, Jamie. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing because I got a bolt pretty quick anyway. I'm had the UFC on tonight, and I'm gonna go watch at a buddy's place here shortly. So,
What time's that?
Missed,
When's that coming on, John?
I think I've already missed a couple of the prelims. We always watch like the undercards, and I think they started at 6 our time, 6 Central. So the main card probably won't be till late, maybe 9 or 10 for the main card. But we watch, all the undercards because those are the guys that are going to be good shortly. You know what I mean? If you don't keep an eye on those up and comers, then I don't know. I like to watch it for that part of it. See who's doing better than the last fight. You know what I mean? So
heck yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out then, and then watch the Big Homies Hangout. So, Mike, it's Big Homies Hangout was the first one, right?
I think he's out.
Yeah, he just went.
I
think Big Homies Hangout was their first one, and then the Homies Corner or Big Homies Corner is the other one that they were doing.
Gotcha.
I think something like that. So yeah,
I think tonight's show is the Big Homies Breakdown, I believe, right? And then the other one was the Big Homies Corner. Or... I'm not exactly sure.
Something like that. What up, Tyson? Hope all is well.
What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, make sure you guys go check that out. It's a pretty cool show, man. Those guys have some pretty cool stuff. So, and then also make sure that you go check out Nick today with Sipping with Serpents. He's going to be going on at 7:30, isn't it?
7:30, yeah.
7:30 Central Time.
Central Standard. Yep.
So make sure you guys check that out. I will see you guys all next week. You guys all have a good weekend. I appreciate you, John and Mark, for coming on as always. You guys rock. And don't forget that in the 4 more weeks, we're going to be doing the 1-year anniversary. So there will be some cool spin to win stuff for that. We'll have some shirts and a snake we'll be giving out. So until then, I will see you guys all next time. You guys all rock. And you know what I'm probably going to do real quick before I end this? I'm just going to throw out the outro. Well, it's the intro, but we'll make it the outro.
It's the intro backwards.
That's right. In fact, I got something I'm working on too. I got it kind of, I think you've seen it, John, like a month ago. So I'll get that fixed and going. But anyways, you guys all rock. I will catch you guys all next time. Until then, have a good one.
Good night, Chad.
Peace out, everybody.
Vision Products has developed the slotted stainless steel Versa Rack, the best rack at the best price. The slotted stainless steel Versa Rack allows you to place multiple overhead light and heat sources above.
I mean, I like it.